What up, y'all? So, with this video, man, I'm gonna talk about the Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua fight that happened over the weekend. And first thing I want to start off with, man, it wasn't your typical heavyweight fight, like super explosive, where you don't know what's gonna happen in any minute, where your heart racing to where you feel like, man, somebody finna get slapped. It wasn't that type of fight. It was more of a boxing match. Usyk came in basically how he did the first fight, a little sharper, a little better, but he really showed that it was a gap between the skill level between the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it 100 because I see people on Twitter already talking about mental depression, how Anthony Joshua need help, and all this mental. Here we go again. Every time you try to talk some boxing, somebody get their ass whooped, and we trying to talk about how a nigga got his ass whooped. People get talking about mental depression and shit like that. I mean, we gotta separate the two. Yes, he probably need that or whatever. He probably need his help with that. But at the end of the day, the foundation was different between the guys. He couldn't fuck with him. He just couldn't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, the way they came up, Usyk came up on some boxing shit. Like, he was already like built like that when it come to boxing. Joshua was one of those guys, like he was really like manufactured. He was very marketable. So they took him, they put a whole bunch of pressure on his back. A whole lot of pressure for him to be this guy in order to amount to a lot of paper. You know what I'm saying? He was decent, but they built him to a point to where they made guys believe he was that, and he ended up being not that. You know what I'm saying? He was never that, but they wanted him to be that because he was so marketable. You know what I'm saying? He was a big cocky motherfucker with the muscles. Friendly motherfucker. So bodybuilder. So they felt like, all right, we can market him over here and over there. But whole time this shit different over here. So you gotta do some other shit. You can't come with that same old bullshit and think niggas gonna go for that. Like, Anthony Joshua never really had a style. Like, what's his style? He ain't even got no style. They might call him a boxer puncher, but he don't even know how to box that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't really have a style. He try to work with the Klitschko's, and he learned a little bit from them to defeat Andy Ruiz. When really, I feel like Andy Ruiz dropped the ball on the second fight because he ate too many tacos. He really had Joshua number, but he ain't stay focused enough, right? He lost focus because he got a taste of that paper, and he crashed. Boom, he crashed. With Joshua, pressure bust pipes. All that pressure was on his back, but pressure show you who with a lot of people, like 95, 90, 80% of the people in the world, like, you don't really know to a nigga who they actually is till they go through some shit. Some shit happened in their life or whatever. Some adversity come, and that'll show you their character. So all that did was just show you who Anthony Joshua was. It ain't the mental depression. Ain't what it is, bro. Don't matter who he was gonna fight at the top, he was gonna get smashed. If it was Wilder, he would have got his head knocked off. If it was Tyson Fury, he would have got his ass beat the fuck up real bad and embarrassed. Either one of those guys, he was gonna get smashed. So it ain't just Usyk or the time frame. Oh, he's going through this around this time. All that shit. You see how they try to play it, bro? We ain't going for that shit, man. We ain't going for that, bro. These niggas, no. Joshua ass ain't that fucking good. And he never was. But a lot of guys bought into the hype train that Eddie Hearn came and did. You know, he came through. I mean, when you think about it, Eddie Hearn pretty much failed every fighter he had. He couldn't get Joshua what he wanted to get Joshua, all right? Fucked over Kell, bro. Fucked over Billy Joe Sanders. Well, he fucked over himself, taking steroids and all that. So he mismanaged his own shit. See, you gotta take accountability for your own shit. So Boo Boo Andrade, he ain't do nothing for him. And it was his fault for even fucking with him. He ain't do nothing for a lot of guys. Majority of the stable, he just ran across some paper. A lot of people sacrificed some things for their career to go over there to get the quick bag because Al Heyman or Tyrant or nobody else was handing out that type of money at the time. Al Heyman and them, they get paid over there. They get paid some paper, but at that time, them guys were just handing it out. So a lot of guys went to go mess with them, which is, you know, their decision. I ain't gonna knock it, but I will say it ain't really do much for the career, but it did something for their pockets, though. It depends on who you is and how you can take this and turn this into that, because Devin Haney ain't get shit done for him, right? But they got their paper, right? And then he went over, boom, left them, boom, went to Top Rank, and he stuck over there for a little minute, but he still can make these situations into something else. So you can't put all the blame on him because you're still up to you to make your shit what it is. But anyways, man, Anthony Joshua got exposed again. Got his fucking ears socked off. You know what I'm saying? He had a good 9th round. He had some good body work here and there. But you don't know how to use his weight. Bang on the inside. He don't know how to cut off the ring. He don't know how to use the jab to the best of his ability. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that good with range. You can just see all that shit. Like, a lot of people will say, man, you too hard on him. What the nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. We talking about the fight. We ain't talking about these niggas' personal lives, day to day. What the fuck he do behind the scenes, if he like boys and if he want to be a gangster and all this different type of shit. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Usyk beat the sleeves off his ass, man. Anthony Joshua fell into the trap again about trying to box him and not being a heavyweight. What the fuck is you a heavyweight for? He came up from light heavyweight. You obviously the bigger, stronger, harder punching motherfucker. And you ain't did none of that. Yeah, what it is, man. He deserved it. He was going to get... Actually, I believe he actually got it easy. Luckily, he got his ears boxed off than to get his head knocked off. Because if he would have fought even Wilder, and he would have got hit with one straight right hand straight down the line, we don't know what the fuck would have happened to him. You know what I'm saying? For all we know, if he was still going to be breathing. Not for real, for real. You know, Tyson Fury would have did him dirty too. So I believe Usyk actually did the least amount of what them other guys would have did to him, for real. And we're going to talk about the other matchups with my next video. So y'all make sure y'all check in on that one. So y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already, man. Give Joshua on, man. If you ain't built for it, you ain't that guy. Just admit that you ain't that. But you trying to act like that, you ain't that. That which, you know, the guys can't sleep at night because they trying to be two people at once when they can't. You know, you trying to be what people want you to be, but you ain't trying to be yourself. It's identity type of thing. But it is what it is. I'm out, y'all. Salute. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.